What's up, everybody? You're watching La Bella Vida. I'm Derek Lee, and in the spirit of Halloween, we are all dressed up in our costumes. I am the WWE Champion CM Punk, and here with me today we have...
I'm Mordecai from Regular Show, yeah.
And I'm Racer X, Speed Racer.
So, Racer X, just out of curiosity, now that people are texting and driving a whole lot more, have you found a problem with people texting and driving?
It's not a problem with me, but it is a danger to society. I mean, shouldn't be doing that. So, Racer X does not approve of that.
You heard it here, Racer X. And he is the expert on driving. So
Yeah.
Authority.
He does it for a living.
I
Doesn't get paid.
I got a costume for racing, so, and what do you have?
Yeah, right. Perfect. All right, guys, so serious business here. Serious business. Who is the greatest movie killer of all time? It's Halloween. Who's the best?
I mean, personally, if I was going to pick, if I had to pick just one, I'd pick Jason. I think zombies are probably a bigger killing machine, but if I had to go with just one,
Oh, yeah.
Jason killed people in space. He gets frozen all the time. He's immortal. I mean, how can you stand up to that?
Very true.
Time traveler.
Yeah.
That's a great one, Mr. CM Punk. I have to say probably Freddy. Not to bring up Freddy and Jason, that movie, but Freddy Krueger comes in your dreams. How do you stop that?
Everyone has to sleep sometime. Except for Edward in Twilight, but that's not a horror movie. Well, that is a pretty horrible movie, but that's different.
And then that's Vampire versus Freddy, and that's just a...
That's totally different.
How are we going to do that?
I mean, I could think of 20 vampires on top of my head. That'd be more frightening than Edward, but...
Yeah, ones like glitter.
Count Chocula. Count Chocula is the scariest vampire of all time. He rots you from the inside out.
up in there.
Or Homeboy from Sesame Street.
Very true. You can count the ways you can die.
Yeah.
So between Jason and Freddy, aside from the movie, who do you honestly think would win in the fight?
I mean, Freddy's style alone is enough for him to lose. I mean, the sweater with the claws.
He's more agile,
I can see that.
Freddy's strength. So,
It'd be a tough call, honestly. It's whoever has the upper hand at that moment. Whoever can, kill the undead, because they both apparently can't die for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's why it's probably never going to end.
Yeah,
I mean,
just the eternal...
they will never die.
The Sisyphus of battles.
Well, they may never die, but the franchise did of Freddy vs. Jason, unfortunately.
Thank you.
So that movie got rebooted. We hear the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is getting rebooted also. Mm-hmm. Who do you think needs to be rebooted completely?
Complete reboot, huh?
Because personally, I thought The Evil Dead.
Oh, yeah. Evil Dead would be a great reboot.
Yeah. Well, they're doing
especially
that
Sam Raimi.
already.
Oh, really?
Sam Raimi is already doing an Evil Dead again. This
That
just in.
makes me
Racer X brings it to you.
very happy.
Yeah.
You heard it straight from Racer X's mouth.
Get some Deadites up in here.
Me and Sam hang out all the time. Sam Raimi, I'm sorry. Spider-Man. And yeah, word on the street, Evil Dead's coming.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
anything else?
I guess go with any of the classic, Frankenstein, Werewolf, Dracula, maybe even Nosferatu if you want to go international.
Oh, yeah. So nice.
Some remakes of that. If they do it right, they got to do it right. Can't do it cheesy.
Yeah.
Well, they can. The old ones were cheesy.
Well, I never really saw these movies, but I think that the Wishmaster was kind of a cool concept.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't really that popular of a franchise. I mean, yes, it did like 6 movies, or I lost count, but it's a cool concept. They can probably reboot it, and I mean, as long as Michael Bay doesn't touch it,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of explosions. We can work something out.
Lens flare, explosion.
If Michael Bay did Inception with explosion, it would be an explosion within an explosion within an explosion.
And that's like really, really hot fire.
My mind just exploded. Anyway, Wishmaster, very, very cool. Puppet Master scared the bejesus out of me. For some, because, I don't know, there's just, I guess like freaky things with small limbs or like really, really long limbs scare me. Like in that movie, what was that, Priest or something like that? Where like the guy comes out, he's like the ice cream man, he's got really, really long limbs. Like, it's not a scary movie. It's
That's
an action.
Legion. That's
Legion. There we
That's
go.
it.
It's not
they're
a
both
scary
that
movie,
bad, yeah.
but that's just a creepy scene.
Yeah, almost like just remembering or resembling like The Exorcist, you know, like.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
The Exorcist, but I mean, I can top you on that one though. If we could go with some Stephen King, some creepy clowns.
Yes.
I can't. I saw that movie as a kid, and I will never look at clowns the same way again.
Yeah.
Never.
That I think honestly that could be like the worst Halloween costume to have
Oh gosh, yeah.
on a date. It's like, hey, you want to go out on let's go out to Halloween together. What do you want to be? Clowns. Horrible. Horrible. Well, guys, thanks for being here, dressing up in costume. This tape is really starting to like hurt. So we're about out of time. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. You're watching La Bella Vida. You can follow us on Twitter at La Bella Vida TV. This has been a Halloween episode.
To my surprise, in the mass, he did the monster mash.